As the crisis grows in the Gulf, it is now possible that the worst ecological disaster in U.S. history is unfolding before our eyes.
This is a second Katrina happening, just like we watched on our television screen, the blob of the Category 3 hurricane approaching Louisiana. We are now watching the oil blob take over.
That blob is now washing ashore, threatening the Gulf's sensitive wetlands.
The Gulf Coast may be one of the worst conceivable places to have an oil spill.
21 years ago, Joshua Schimmel was in Alaska, aiding in the cleanup after the Exxon Valdez dumped 11 million gallons of oil into Prince William Sound. Cleanup crews there used high-pressure hoses to blast the black muck off the shoreline. But that technique won't work in the Gulf. It would destroy the marshlands that support the fishing industry and provide hurricane protection. So BP is trying to keep the oil in the water and offshore. Using more than 217,000 feet of boom barriers, crews have been able to corral and then suck up or burn off some of the oil. BP says they've recovered more than 853,000 gallons of oil-water mix so far. And BP also plans to use a giant reel of tubing through which they'll shoot chemicals at the site where the oil is gushing out. The chemicals break up the oil a mile underwater, which means less of it reaches the surface and ultimately the shoreline. But onshore there is one final line of defense: bacteria. Fertilizer is spread along the shoreline to rapidly grow bacteria that then feeds on the oil. The bacteria breaks down the oil into carbon dioxide and water, and it eventually dissolves.
This oil is not quite as bad as the Exxon Valdez oil. This is a lighter oil that should biodegrade more easily.
However, the Exxon spill was contained because the tanker only carried so much oil. In the Gulf, the oil is still gushing. And some experts now fear this could be another decades-long disaster. 21 years after the Exxon spill, an estimated 20,000 gallons of oil in Alaska has yet to be cleaned up. Ben Tracy, CBS News, Los Angeles.